What is up, good people? Jungle Link here, and apparently last night, when I was trying to record a video, I clicked start streaming instead of start recording. I had a bunch of angry people in my live chat waiting for this live stream. So if you fell victim to my phantom live stream, I apologize for wasting your time. But I'm glad to be back from my vacation. Took a little time off from work and just took it easy. And I want to go over a couple topics that I missed in my absence. Now, the first major development is Coil. And again, I'm trying to sign up right now for an account on Coil. And it's telling me I need an invite code. Come on, Coil. Give me my invite code. I want to give this thing a whirl. See what it's all about. If you have a couple seconds, go on Twitter and let Coil know not to be a Billy to give Jungle Link an invite code. But I've done some reading on Coil, so I get the basic understanding of it. And if you really want someone to go through in depth how Coil is just going to change the way that we pay for and consume content online, whether it be videos or articles, I'm going to link down the digital asset investors video down below. If you haven't already, check it out. But I think the main thing to take away from this is not specifically how Coil works. And again, I think it's going to be huge. But the fact that Ripple is finding real problems in the world that can only be solved using XRP. With most cryptocurrencies, we see things that are more of a novelty. When I log into my satellite bill, I can pay for it with Bitcoin. I don't know why I would want to pay my satellite bill with Bitcoin, but I can. And we always hear that Starbucks is going to integrate, the Light Pay service or something like this. Ripple is thinking outside the box. They don't want us using XRP just because it's cool, because it's trendy. They want us using XRP because it's the only way to get the job done. And we see with Coil, these microtransactions, making consuming content more efficient for both the user and the content creator. It's a win-win for both, and XRP is making that possible. This is a massive event. Outside of the Silk Road and gambling sites and things of nefarious nature, this is the first time where we've seen cryptocurrencies used in this manner to actually accomplish a goal. One that cannot be done with traditional fiat currencies or payment networks. There's a before Coil and an after Coil. It's going to take some time to build up a user base, to build up a base of creators that are using it. This is normal. I remember back in the day arguing with people. I remember I had this one friend that was telling me Google videos was far superior to YouTube. Now, this is before Google bought them out. People didn't understand that it's not just about serving the video, that YouTube is a social network in its own right. And just like we talk in the comments down below and share videos and whatnot, there's something over and above just serving the video. People didn't get that at first. Same thing with this. We're going to have users that are using Coil and sharing that experience with others, and it will grow because it's a good service. And just on the horizon, we have XRP, the crowning achievement, the main purpose of Ripple, getting ready to go live and just turn the whole world of finance on its head. And again, here we have a service that's able to move money globally in a way that is not possible with current systems. This is the kind of thing that cryptocurrencies are built for, not to be sitting in wallets, being held like a stock. Again, we want price appreciation, but that should be the unintended consequence of the cryptocurrency's utility. By the fact it becomes scarce, that people need it in a major way. And we are so lucky that we have the leadership at Ripple that's able with laser focus to keep us guided in the right direction. Looking at an article titled Ripple CEO, No Need for Replacing Fiat Currency Anytime Soon. A quote from the article: "I don't think we're going to be buying coffee at Starbucks with Bitcoin or XRP anytime soon. I think we've got to ask ourselves, what problem is that solving?" And that's the whole key to the equation. Ripple sits back, they identify problems that only XRP can solve. And they go about implementing software solutions using XRP as a backbone to get it done. And there's only so many areas and use cases and problems that Ripple has the time, the money, and the motivation to work on. But what's going to happen? Coil's going live, XRapid's going live. This is going to bring up the value of XRP. It's going to widen the ecosystem. And when that happens, other developers are going to come in because they are going to know that there's billions to be made within this ecosystem, not trying to build a competing ecosystem. It's like we see now. You have iOS and you have Android. Uber doesn't want to make their own phone. They want to make their service operate within the current ecosystems. That's where the billions are to be made. That's where it makes sense to put your time, money, and effort. And so we're going to see the equivalent of Ubers and Snapchats and Instagrams and Facebooks. We're going to be seeing these types of services built within the XRP ecosystem, and it's going to widen out the use case even farther and build up the value of XRP. And even other use cases. And for even your most basic use case scenarios with cryptocurrencies, we're going to see XRP grow and start dominating in those areas as well. Recently, I did a live stream with Oz Crypto. And during that live stream, we received some tips and some advertising revenue. And Oz has told me he doesn't want anything for appearing on that live stream. He just had fun doing it. But it doesn't matter what he wants. He's getting half the revenue that I made. How am I going to get those dollars that was made from the live stream over to Australia into Oz's account? Well, of course, I'm going to send him a cryptocurrency. And which one am I going to send him? I'm already in the XRP ecosystem as an investor. So, of course, I'm going to send him XRP. Every 20th or 21st, I get my YouTube payments, and I invest that in XRP. So it's just the natural step for me to take his cut and send him that over. Why would I want to take an extra step to buy some separate Litecoin or something else? And the same thing's going to happen when you get people in the ecosystem, whether they're using Coil or some other service. They're already transacting in XRP. So when they're faced with the decision, like I am, they need to send a payment somewhere, what do you think they're going to use? Each and every use case that's added to the Ripple mantle has a compounding effect. I know it's tough, but let's not focus on the price. It's really not important. What some crazy speculators decide to do on a day-to-day basis is not going to make or break us. We really have to pay attention. Is Ripple making progress? Adding partners, building new systems? Is everything just theoretical? Or are we starting to see changes in the real world where they're taking the next step? And I think it's clear right now. While we could have hoped for a higher price at this point for XRP, I couldn't imagine this much progress. Coil going live. XRapid right around the corner. Things are heating up in a real way. Forget your white papers. Forget your theory. It's time to put up or shut up. And Ripple's getting it done. Now, the last article that I found particularly interesting is titled XRP is the most eco-friendly and sustainable cryptocurrency. Quoting the article, one of the fundamental properties of money is that it should be a good medium of exchange. Its purpose is to enable more efficient trade. Money should make it cheaper to enable trade. After 220 million transactions on the XRP ledger, the energy consumed could power only 14 light bulbs. On the contrary, with the same number of transactions, the Bitcoin mining activities consume enough energy to power 149 million light bulbs. ask yourself this. If one of these two systems is going to go live and be used by major business in a major way, which one is most efficient and which one can really be sustained? I think it's without a doubt XRP is the way to go. And equally as interesting, the Visa network consumes enough power doing the same amount of transactions to power 8,177 light bulbs. So even this non-cryptocurrency network still uses much more power than the XRP ledger. This is really some scary space-age technology. And when you follow the actual developments, not the speculation, man, it's getting exciting out there. We are on the cusp. Let me know down below. Have you signed up for a Coil account yet? Have you got your invite code? I still want mine. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.